got 2 fig trees, saying God, they'll produce heaven. When you only have one, they don't produce the same.
Don't say no crazy. We lie.
Brown turkey figs.
I know. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
That's a cop.
We back, man. We back. We into the whole transgender biological woman. I don't even want to call it a debate subject. That's what we're gonna call it, just a subject. I don't even want to call it a debate because I don't feel it's a debate. But you said you had that video queued up. All right, y'all. So we're gonna run this video, and this is the video where this kind of got kicked off in regards to
Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish.
Woman community was, she kind of said,
not just trying to cancel her, but they being disrespectful to her. You know what I mean? Saying that she look like she's a trans, and they're getting nasty.
Yeah, they did get nasty with us. So cue that video, bro. Then we're gonna go over some of these comments that we got.
Us. Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? The only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that. Hello?
Hey, man. She said it. And the thing is, there was a lot of videos that was out, and basically she came out saying, why isn't anybody defending the biological woman? And that's why she came out with it that way. Evie Dupree, she was going to be here tonight, but like I said, business things kept her from being here, but she did leave a comment. And she said that cisgender is a term used to differentiate between natural born and the transformed, as in transgender. A woman is a woman when she's born that way, the same as men. And no, I don't want to be identified as cis anything. Changing your private parts and calling yourself a woman is the same as me attaching a carrot to my face and calling myself a clown, a snowman. It sounds nice, but is it real or natural? We can't identify as whatever we can identify as whatever we like to be, and that's okay. But trans people should stop trying to put a label to everything and everyone so that they can feel better about the decision that they made. I'm a natural woman and a mother. That's it.
Ouch.
Hey.
She dropped the mic on that?
Yeah.
Number one said we real biological baby having, period having, still low paid women are being shut down and show out. We will not be silenced by anyone in their community till they have faced which they never will, what real women go through. Do not call yourselves what you are not. They can take off their fake butts, fake boobs, wigs, fake lashes, makeup, fake vaginas, and go back to being a man. Why they want to be us anyway? And yeah, I am offended and pissed off. Kiki said transgender women are not women and never will be. You had a faker with, I just saw that. Transgender just won the women's golf tournament championship in Scotland. Yeah, transgender played in the women's tournament and won. Kiki says extremely disrespectful. So trans folks just tell God he or she made a mistake making a real woman. Do trans folks tell men they aren't real men? They are saying out loud women are inferior and lesser since they don't attack men. My mom said transgender will never have hot flashes, mental issues when you have a menstrual cycle. Kiki said women do own periods, as we are the only humans to have one. We own womanhood because we are the only ones who bear children. You can't pay to be a woman. You can pay to look like one. Being a woman is God-given. There's no other way. Millennial said, lady, just let them have it because once they get first menstrual cramp, hot flash, or whatever, they will come back with their tail between their titties. Yeah, message.
Tail between the titties.
Yeah, man. Cause listen, man. Hey, man, men, doggone, we get sick. We whine like doggone baby. Just imagine having a daggone
Baby.
period, man. Baby, man.
A
What?
whole human to come out of you.
Come on, man.
Just carrying it.
Come on, man. Our stomach upset, boy. We daggone like we about to die. These jokers do this joke for 9.5, 10 months, man. Please. hey, man. Women are. Hey, y'all got that. Hey, you can have it. I want.
I respect you.
I respect
love you.
completely.
I'ma hug you. You know, I'm gonna give you
Man, that's-
a heating pad, whatever you need. But
No way, man.
I don't get it, and maybe I can't get it because I don't have the same mindset that they do. But
You got so it's just what she said is that there's some like mental issue. I mean, is that because I mean they can never be a woman. I don't understand you can never be a woman. You can't. You just can't. I don't understand the thought process. And so you gotta wonder, is it something deeper for you to really feel like, oh, they're not natural when coming out of the woman is natural?
I think what's going to end up
it's-
happening, I think that they're letting, it's like now common sense has gone out of everything in America. It's just like the African American community, we let the tail wag the dog. The most outlandish ghetto shit that somebody does, an infected does, we back it. And now the gays are letting a few outlandish nuts that are pushing for them to have the same rights as a natural born woman. And all it's gonna do is have a backlash to the point where nobody wants to deal with it, period. And they're gonna be starting being discriminated against simply because you're like, okay, like think about if you was a woman in that golf tournament and say the top 20 got money and that man won and pushed you, well, a man that identifies as a female, pushed you out of the money, you were number 21, so you didn't get a check. So now it's costing them money. I'm waiting for the first woman that can show that she lost money due to a transvestite, you know what I'm saying?
gender.
We got
So
it.
yeah.
Just
So
say
when a
trans.
when a trans person, a woman, takes some money from them, or they lose something that they would have definitely have won, like that.
They're
the
doing
money-
it now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is going to take somebody soon, and I think that's when the courts are going to step in, and that's when they're going to be told by the Supreme Court that, hey, dude, you got one swinging, you're a dude.
I mean, why wouldn't they be suing now? Is
I
what you
think
gotta ask
somebody
yourself.
will or
Like
something.
the swimmer who wasn't even
Now,
the
she
top
definitely
300
has it.
top 300 swimmer in men and go and win an Olympic medal.
Now,
how do y'all women how do you accept that?
I think that
You know what I mean? It's
I
like-
think at some point, I think that the young lady that actually tied that transgender guy when when he won, that's right.
No, read his comment.
Oh, okay. So when he won and beat the female, well, actually tied, they gave it to the male because they didn't want to have any uproar. So I think she's actually suing. So she's going to be the textbook case because the test case because when that goes to the Supreme Court, they can't do anything but side with it.
We'll have to keep.
What
up with
about
that.
boxing? You got transgender woman boxing women.
And boxing women.
Imagine Tyson with a wig.
beating women.
Tyson
I
come in
mean,
with a wig now, and take everybody's
unmercifully,
money.
just beating women. I mean, come on, man.
I think there has to be limits to it, and that, I mean, come on, that's just common sense.
Now, and so making sure transgender is
Right.
the operation has been completed, top and bottom, correct? That's what transgender is.
So what's when they
Trans, I think is it transsexual is when when they just identifying and they're in the
I don't
process
never
of
need to
getting
know
it
that
done.
definition.
If anybody out there knows the definition, put that in there for me. Transgender and transsexual. When
I
is
thought
it?
it was all the same. They just plan on getting it later.
Yeah, but if you plan on getting it later, that means you still
You're
have
not a
the
complete
male equivalent.
transgender yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure
So transgender, they actually have to have woman parts that they peel
the
back.
parts have been.
I saw an interview yesterday of somebody that said they were going through the process.
So the definition of transgender is denoting or relating to a person whose gender identifies
Give her the microphone so
there it is. Okay, transgender is denoting or relating to a person whose gender identity does not correspond with the sex registered for them at birth. That's what a transgender is.
So what is it when they actually have it cut off and they're a woman?
That's transgender.
That's transgender. You want to know what a transsexual is?
Transvestite is identified.
Well, see, that's what it was back in the day, but now they've gotten corrected the terminology to where it's transgender and transsexual.
So transsexual is denoting or relating to a transgender person, especially one who has undergone gender reassignment. So
So that means they had the operation.
They had the operation.
Transsexual, they had the
Transsexual,
operation.
yeah.
Transsexual had the operation. Transgender has not.
No.
Okay.
Trans is the wig.
Wow.
She's number one said trans the wig. Transsexual identifies transgender and underwent surgeries.
Okay, gotcha.
So they have a definition.
So what's
for it.
transvestite?
All right, hold on. Casper bringing it out. Do transvestite for me and put it
Oh
up
my
here.
God.
She's putting these definitions up here.
Number one said, I will gladly give them this raggedy period if they want it, though. It means it's nothing to fight over.
Raggedy.
And number one said, I know, right? Sitting up some tampons, tell them to shove it. That would be classic. Yeah, shove them tampons up there, you
Right.
transsexuals.
They don't want it.
So, yeah, where you going to shove them at?
They ain't about
What
that
you
life.
stopping? What you going to stop when you shove it?
Right.
You know what I mean? When you shove it, what you going to stop? Man, come on, man. What we doing?
They out there cheating. They out there cheating. They ain't even completing the process.
No. Millennial said, what's trans fat?
Trans fat. Look, trans fat identifies as skinny.
All of them.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like identifying as he, him, and her and she. They sent me an email at job, and they was like, we want to put your identification on next to your name. You want to be he, him. My name is James Thompson. If they can't tell by my picture and my name that I'm a he, then that ain't got nothing to do with me.
We were at the flag football field the other day. Did you hear?
Yes.
You heard that?
Yes.
Said, what's up, sir?
Yes.
I looked up, said, sir.
Yep. Hey,
I had to put my head back
promise
down.
you.
I was like,
Female walked up and they were like, "What's up, sir?" And I looked. And I looked like, is somebody else walking up?
he said, what's transport? You want all the trans definitions?
Yeah, so now you're forcing people to identify,
You got to call her.
who they are, that type of deal. So we got a caller coming in. Call, identify yourself if you want to, and talk to us.
Hello, my husband.
Hey, wife.
Casper.
All right. Transvestite is basically a person who dresses in clothes, associated with the other sex. But what I want to say is this topic is sensitive to me because my sister, who now is a brother to me, because she underwent I know, right?
She'll know what to
So
say.
she is now he and went through and is now transsexual, basically. But hearing his story, growing up, very low self-esteem, wasn't happy with her life, and decided at the age of 21 to now become a male. Went through the hormone process, went through counseling, intense counseling, because again, she at the time felt like she wasn't what she was supposed to be. So mental, yeah, I think that all of the transgender, transsexuals, transvestites, there is something to where they're not happy within, they're trying to be something else. Now, when it comes to the sport and the competing and all of that, I do feel that it needs to be separate because they want to be considered as their own identity. So that's why you have the different names that they're trying to label themselves as, because they can't actually consider themselves as a woman or a male.
So, quick question. Your sister, now brother, went through the surgery, but does your brother have a menstrual cycle?
No, do not.
Oh, wow. So you can.
All I know at this point is because once I found out, it's something that, Dad, are you serious? I didn't want to know any more information. All I know is that he did the whole video on YouTube where post and pre-surgery, remove the breast. I didn't ask any about the bottom. I didn't want to know, didn't care. As long as he's happy now, that's all on him. I'm not sure how hormones, how the hormones are affecting him. But I'm sure when you do the hormones, that it stops all of that. Like he has hair. He looks like a boy.
So I wonder, because I just got confused again, baby. So it was your sister, which is now your brother, correct?
Yes, sir.
So call me sir. I wonder if, like the men that change to women don't have a menstrual cycle. I wonder if the women that change to men, do they get an erection without help? I mean, when I say without help, I mean without a needle or without some type of pills. Is it just the affection from somebody else that will get them erect?
She said, "Let's Google it."
Because you don't hear about that side as much. You only hear about the men changing the women. You don't hear about the women changing the men as much. Because the only ones that's doing all the outcrying and everything is the men changing the women. Mm-hmm. Flamboyant and loud. Oh, let me stop before we get canceled.
Kiki, you have more of an emotional side
and dig
to it.
further that question, because Kiki said the women who become men have an erection and or ejaculate.
They can.
No, she's asking the question.
Wait. Hold on. Get the microphone. Get the microphone. This is good.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is good.
Okay, it says due to lack of erectile tissue in the reconstructed neophallus.
It's a new penis.
Okay, it is not possible for individuals who have gone through, what is this, phalloplasty, to achieve erection without the use of additional support.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So that means you're not a man.
So you got to.
Hold on. In order for individuals to engage in penetrative sex, they need to use either an internal, prosthetic, or an external support.
Yeah, that's that balloon that they put in there. That's that balloon that they put in there. That's
fake.
Wow.
Which goes into Kiki's statement. Listen to this. She said, this was a good one right here, Kiki. She said, he, she, it, or them, you are no more than what you were born as. No matter how much you pay to get the look you crave, you are not what you paid for. You just look like it.
Wow.
That's another drop the mic.
So you have to do all of that and still have to work to do what you thought you was going to be able to do. Wow, look, at the play I was in, they're actually the shell of a man. They are really the shell of a man.
Literally.
Literally.
Straight shell.
Wow. Whew. That's a good question too.
Another good one.
That's another good one.
You got to look at it. Female psyche's set up differently. Hormones are different. Now you're introducing male hormones. Plus, you're probably getting testicles, the test shots and shit like that. And tests will make a dude, when you bulk up, it makes you more aggressive. So when that's happening, imagine, Yeah, what do you call it? They're a transformer. What's a male that goes to a female?
Same thing,
I mean, a female that goes to a male.
transsexual. And you know what? They just had, and I'm sure it's not the first case, but it's the first one that I've seen from the WNBA where a female actually got arrested. This is her second time getting arrested for domestic violence. She like choked and beat up on a wife or a girlfriend or whatever.
In that test.
And when you said about, getting that the testosterone put inside of you and everything, yeah, you
You can tell with females because they get those square jaws.
wow.
Hey man, Kiki said, Kiki on
Wife,
fire.
appreciate you, baby.
Kiki said, so they
Bye.
walking around with a soft dick, just terrible.
Hey man, we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Hey, listen, this is Classic Konversations with JT and Lo,
And that's a cop.
and we are identifying as the number one podcast ever.
There it is.
Yes, number one ever.
And ain't nothing y'all can do about it, because we have identified as that. Hey, man, click the button.
He and he.
Right. He, and him, all of them. Yeah, understand that part. Listen, man, click the buttons, man. All the buttons over there, the love button, the like buttons, because this was a great show. Them buttons are going to help our
Algorithm.
go up. And then I need you to also go click them buttons on Amazon Music, put in Classic Konversations with JT and Lo, and ask a cop. Also, Spotify, and also on YouTube. Click those buttons, man. I need you to click the button, subscribe, then share.
Then
and get
share.
your friends to also, zone in on this thing also. Wow. Didn't know it was going to be this interesting without women being here, but it was actually pretty interesting. This was
Well, we got some female participation. That was cool.
yes.
We needed that.
We're gonna have to revisit this. We had to get some girls up here flat.
They'll do it too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get some. Yeah, we have to get some participation on this.
She said she threatened you.
Great show, man. We're standing behind our girl Jess Hilarious. Standing behind her. Let people be what they're gonna be, but don't try and force something on other people that's just being what they're gonna be. That's the issue right here. So we're gonna move on.
You just gotta ask yourself why more women don't stand up for this though.
That's true also.
They allowed it too much.
If you stand up, only thing that's gonna happen is they're gonna cancel you. Just like Jess, she stood up.
She stood up, but how many women backed her, willing to go publicly and back her and support her and say she's right? Yeah.
Thank you. First though, it's because most of the time, when the guys start off and they just the guy friend, that's the girlfriend, quote, quote, and then he decides to go further, you stood behind and you cheered him on to be himself. And he kept going. Not saying in all cases, but majority of the time, black women allow it to happen until it goes too far. And then when it goes too far, it goes to the point of, damn, what you trying to claim us for? You wasn't saying that when he was that bad bitch with you in the club. And that's evident. Cause it's like, it's cool when he's gay and a black man saying, that's my bitch, but he a straight black man say that's my bitch, it's a problem, right? So it's always a double standard with the femininity with women, with men, with extra femininity as well. So that's why I'd be like, no, you let it go too far.
Damn, that's interesting.
Now we at that point where it's like, no, you should have stopped it at the beginning of not letting them come in the bathroom with you. You should have stopped it at the beginning of not allowing certain things to fly past, saying, no, it's cool. I mean, let him do him. Yeah, and then that's what they are. I mean, the LGBT, you know.
It's a LGBT.
We're going to say it just like that word, LGBT.
I like that, man. I like that one. LGBT.
I say it again.
Yeah, LGBT community.
Plus.
Them right there,
Plus.
that's premium package. Then some.
Hilarious.
Yeah, once you allow too much to happen, and that be the issue. We be allowing it. We had a conversation on the way here, and I'm gonna say it where I figured, think about it. They came to the most southern city with all the black people. All right, we are pretty much like San Francisco at this point.
More gays in Atlanta, not in San Francisco.
And think about it.
Number one in America.
They came here on some more
Nothing
of
wrong with that, just saying.
man, please. It's a gentrifying revolution of what they're doing. They did it because, think about it, we're a black city. We're one of the cities that has always been an integration type city. Mm-hmm. We ain't had a white mayor since Ivan out. You know? So, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, with that being said, this city has always been open to change. So they came here and was like, cool. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. So we ain't gonna say nothing. We had a whole, come on now. We know what Piedmont been. It's always been Piedmont. Section.
LGBT. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Nah. Let me say this. In like 2001, because like you said, it was always the 10th Street, Piedmont area. You kind of knew that that was their area. And
what about AU, son?
Yeah, but all I'm saying. But hold on. Let me say this. Okay, in my freshman year of college, my cousin was a sophomore at Morehouse.
Well, I thought you were gonna say.
Hold on. Let me say this. He was a sophomore at Morehouse. And you can go back and look at this. He was in his dorm room, in the community bathroom. Another male student walked in on him, pulled the curtains back.
Yeah, okay.
Looked at him, shut the curtains, walked out. Went in his room, got a baseball bat, scared him, beat him up, but did not hit him with the bat. Beat him up with his fist. And got suspended for a year. Was able to resume Morehouse and graduated in Morehouse. But where was, like at that time, it wasn't, that
widely accepted.
Yes, like we knew they was on campus. That's why I said you didn't.
Every man in Morehouse is another Morehouse man supporting it.
That's terrible.
That is the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Yeah. They try to interchange the spellman in front of that, but it doesn't work. But I agree with you. So, but no, like I said, where was the justice? Like where was the the justice for my cousin? Like at the end of the day,
couldn't do that now.
But how would you do it then? Because like I said, I feel like you said, it's disrespect, like to another level. You don't. How you gonna?
Like that. They didn't look at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you gonna tell people how they
section, so.
are gonna react to the disrespect? You know what I'm saying? And to me, like I said, that he did have the bat, but if you didn't hit him with the bat and you're hitting him with the fist, then all right, it's a fight. That happens every day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be.
Now it's a hate crime.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. He got suspended because it was looked at as a hate crime. That's why he was out of the university for a year.
He probably got
Because-
back then. He probably got suspended because it looked upon as assault. Now it's probably looked upon as a hate crime. Back then it wasn't.
It wouldn't have been suspended. Been locked up.
Yeah. So.
Right.
But
good point.
It's crazy.
What's up, Quentin?
It's crazy to think that like I said, people get away with things like that. And like you said, we don't stand up. Like they everybody has the right to, to rights. You know what I'm saying? But nobody should come in front of others' rights. You know what I'm saying? It's like some of what they're trying to do is like Trump or jump. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, like you said, we're trying to wait in line. We've been just sitting around waiting our turn, as opposed to they like forcing it on you. Like this is how it is. And
I think you can't even, and see, that's why I have an issue with it. Just what you just said, comparing what we're going through and have gone through since how we arrived in America, and even comparing it, it shouldn't be in the same sense. And that's not meant in an insulting way, but you're talking about something that affects maybe 8% of society, and now you're trying to equate that to somebody being mistreated just because of the color of their skin. There's nothing, because you can't look at a transsexual and say, oh, that's a transsexual. Well, you can't, some of them, but I'm talking about the good. I'm not saying it's a good or bad, but you know what I'm saying, when it looks like a woman. And I said it wrong still, but I just said it's a transsexual. And you can look at, oh, that's a woman. And if it's a white transsexual, no issue, okay? If it's a black man that's a black transsexual, she's a black woman, and society's gonna treat him better than a black male. So when you're putting all these alphabets and everybody else ahead and making it all the same, it's the same thing when Antifa jumped in there with Black Lives Matter. It muddied the water and made it so liberal. And what the fuck was there? Nobody half the shit they were talking about. Then the transgenders jumped in on it. Then pretty soon everybody's championing transgender rights and nobody should be abused. And a couple of Asians get killed. 8 Asians in Atlanta get killed, and then all of a sudden, now it's a hate bill where you can't attack a Asian when we've been getting lynched and killed for years, and nobody made a mention of it. That's the real issue I have with Biden. Biden said, if you ain't black, you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But then he had the opportunity to make an adjustment for us as a people. Imagine if he would have signed it over and got the back. I know, number one fan, he would have had to have a backing, but he didn't even call for it. If he'd have called for it and failed, I could have respected him. But he automatically, they got behind it, pushed the bill through. No matter, he should have came out, hey, let's do this for African Americans too. He didn't. Now watch, the next hate bill is gonna be for a gay person getting, and they've had issues with it. There's some kind of play now in Atlanta dealing with that issue for transvestites. So I'm all 100% supporting it, but to put them ahead of us, that's why I call bullshit. Or even putting it in the same sense like you just did. Not knocking you, but that's where I call bullshit.
I wonder if it is, speaking of hate crime, if a bunch of gay men beat up a straight man, is that a hate crime?
It's heading that way.
I mean, but if gay men beat up a straight man, is that a hate crime? Whether he's white or black.
Mm-hmm. The only person you can beat up now in America and get away with is a black man.
Ouch.
Quentin said Dave Chappelle's comedy special highlights the best. I guess if we had on short shorts, we would have had a hate crime bill passed a long time ago.
I was gonna say I recently seen on a podcast. Okay, let me just say this: that they did a transsexual dating a straight man wouldn't initially come out and tell them that they are transsexual. They said that they would go on, a couple of dates, and then once they realized that they were,
so I get your ass.
you know what I'm saying. So, and that's what I was gonna ask. How would that look as a hate crime? Like, because as
you violated that person though.
So let me say this: the person. It sounded like the transsexual in the interview was more saying like, "That's my right to withhold that information until I'm comfortable to tell them." And then I think the guy in there was telling them like, "Yo, like, what about my comfortability? My comfort level." So, okay. All right. Top five.
Real quick, let me read the rest of these comments. Millennial said, so they hang with no bang. So they have a handicap ding-a-ling. Kiki
with no thing.
said,
Oh, my
so imagine this, you paid all these thousands of dollars to walk around with a soft penis when you could have paid less than $100 to get one that stays hard. Realistically, nobody's gonna suck either one, and you couldn't feel that they did. So make it make sense. These are mental instabilities. Number one said 45 is facing 4 felony charges from the DOJ regarding his trying to steal the election. No one cared what we say because we aren't Oprah or Beyonce. Kiki said he can still do him, but he's still a him, even in the bathroom with her. Number one said, when I came to ATL, I thought black folks ruled. Then I went inside a gas station in the hood owned by Arabs. Kiki, on another note, these people build their confidence in who they want to be in so many ways. So if half of the fake straight men was sneaking and screwing these transactions, I did mean to say that, they probably wouldn't think they could complete it as a real woman so much. Probably wouldn't think they could complete as a real woman so much either. These people build their confidence in being who they're trying to be in so many ways. For example, these fake straight men, I say one, all right. And yes, I meant transgender because they're already going in with these surgeries. This should be the word for them, transactors. Transactors, number one. I like that. Transactors, that's what they are. Wow. And real quick, man, there was a woman, I saw an interview, I tried to say earlier, of a woman who was taking all the steroids and all the stuff to become a man. And then later on, she realized that's not the right route she wanted to go, but she was already voice deep. It was just...
Couldn't flip back.
Yeah, and I think about that when I think in terms of these kids that they're allowing to get these surgeries so early without them having even lived life. You know what I mean? Like Dwayne Wade's child, you know what I mean? You allowing things, you can't go back from it. You know what I mean? You didn't have a chance to live life yet. You don't know yet. And that's why I think women should be so offended, because you got laws now that say a woman can't control her own body, but a kid can change their body. Make it make sense.
It's amazing.
Make it make sense, man, because it makes zero sense. A woman can't control her own body, but you allow a child, you know what I mean, to just make it make sense.
Hey, Quentin, yeah, I've already watched it. We're going to unpack it. We're trying to say next week, but we'll let you know by...
I'm watching it this week.
We'll let you know by Friday if we're going to unpack it.
It's funny. And you got to watch it.
Okay, MJ already watched it, so okay.
I'm watching this week.
All right, so we're going to make it next week?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Unpack They Clone Tyrone. I'm going to look at it again. This will be my third time watching.
that. That shit funny as hell.
I'm going to look at it again. I'm going to take notes this time. Remember when I called you that night? Bro, I was half asleep. That movie started, I couldn't...
Woke you all the way
Woke
up.
me all the way up. That movie was, there was so many messages in it. All right, man, top 5, let's roll.
All right, top 5. So think about some of your favorite TV shows, right? TV shows. We're going to go to the next thing next time. TV shows. Who are your top 5 villains in your favorite TV shows? Your top 5 villains. The villain, you can love to hate them, whatever, but they were the top 5 villains in your favorite TV shows.
Just TV or
Just TV first.
No
we're
movies,
gonna do
just-
movie next time.
Okay, so
TV shows this
shows.
time.
All right.
Sorry, give y'all a hint for next week.
I'll go on that one. JR from Dallas.
That's
Old school
boy, you
JR
straight.
from Dallas.
That's straight stuff. I ain't think nobody won't think about my boy Jr.
The Wire, I'll go Snoop. Stringer. And
That's a TV
definitely
show?
Omar, like that.
The Wire was a TV show. It's a TV series on HBO.
Yeah, that's a TV show.
Oh, shit. Good then. I was looking at regular TV.
And
I'm like,
my
No, Anthony's on
last
TV.
one,
oh, shit.
I would have to go.
Your last one, that was
That's
you just
that's 5. Okay, that's 5.
no, you ain't did 3. What was 3?
No, I did.
JR, okay.
I did Snoop.
He did
Oh,
3
Snoop.
on the Wire.
Stringer and Avon.
Oh, Stringer,
Yeah, he did
Avon.
3 from The Wire.
I missed those two. Stringer and Avon. You went all wire.
He went on Wire.
I mean, that's classic. But even the
What's your fifth
bad
one?
guy, like Omar's a bad guy, but he's a good guy too.
All right, what's your 5th
And
one?
fifth one, I would have to say.
He says a hero.
That's a movie. Oh shit. I have to go with Joker from TV series. the real TV series when it was like pow and all that shit.
That's what I was talking about. The one that was always smiling
Yeah.
back.
All right. Of course, I got to go with the Joker. Catwoman.
Which one? Earth?
Huh? No. The Catwoman in the actual TV show from way back.
Eartha Kitt. That's Eartha Kitt.
That was Eartha Kitt back then. I didn't know that. I'm thinking about Eartha Kitt and Eddie
Oh,
Murphy.
we can
joint.
talk about Halle Berry, but that's the movie.
I said Joker, Catwoman, Brutus from Popeye,
Okay.
Stringer Bell. Hey, baddest dope dealer ever. Dope boy going to college with the fly penthouse apartment. And then my number one is Road Runner.
Said Road Runner.
Road Runner.
That do kind of make sense, though.
Road.
Man, he was just trying to get something to eat. I don't know about that.
Salt all day long.
Man had dynamite. Come on now. He was trying to kill the road. How you get dynamite to him?
He was a horrible company. And he was a horrible company. Because none of their products work. It's like ordering off Wish.
Acme.
Now, let me say this. Jerry is definitely the
Oh, no, he a villain.
Tom is the cat he's supposed to kill.
Jerry, I think I really feel like Bulldog.
Shit a little harder than you thought, then.
Now I'm just trying to remember his name. Is everybody?
Yeah, Quentin said the same thing. Road Runner was the victim. Coyote was the villain. I think Road Runner was the guy.
Man, I'm cold as shit. It's cold.
All right. I wait on some comments. I don't have any yet. So Kiki said she don't watch TV, so she don't have none. All right, so I'm gonna go with one of my favorite soap operas of all time, All My Children, Palmer Courtland.
Damn, I ain't think about the soaps, bro.
Palmer Courtland was a bad dude. MJ had mine. I ain't think I was gonna get my boy JR, but definitely JR was one of the baddest villains of all time. Hold on, number one just chimed in. Oh wow, she went soap opera too. She got Billy Clyde Tugger for One Life to Live. One Life to Live. All right, Cyrus from General Hospital. The President Palmer's wife on 24. Oh yeah, she played that role on 24, boy. She was horrible. The gangster played by Kevin Spacey on the show Wise Guy, and any villain on Miami Vice.
That's a good one.
My mom got the Joker, Catwoman, and Sugar Bear. No, Sugar Bear. Yeah.
He was a criminal.
Community activist.
He was a criminal first, though. Become a snitch, you had to be a criminal first.
So I got Palmer, I got JR, I got what's my man on Good Times? Sweet Daddy Williams. Sweet Daddy. Sweet Daddy Williams from Good Times.
Sweet Daddy was a bad boy.
Sweet Daddy was a bad boy, wasn't he?
He gave him a Louis Vuitton refrigerator.
Hey, and man, take all that junk
Full
off.
beer.
Hey, man, take all them clothes off. The watch and the hat.
Look, hold up.
Yeah. And the pants. He said the pants. The pants. That's what they did that junk. Yeah, the pants too, buddy. All right, that's 3. I'm gonna go with I can't remember the twins' name. What was the twins on One Life to Live? Dang, what was it? They were one of them was real bad. Dang, what's his name? Yeah, the old man. They were twins, but the old man was a bad dude, but the twin was a real nice guy. It'll come to me in a minute. Hopefully, Nita know what I'm talking about. She'll chime in real quick. And then on, let's see here. See, I don't be thinking about these either, y'all. See, I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, television show.
It was a dude. I can't remember the role he played, but it was on. What's the show? The cop show back in the day.
Adam 112.
Blue Night, History Blues.
Not Hill Street Blues. More recent though, with the black guy and the Mexican guy were partners. New York Undercover. Yeah. They had so many bad characters on New York Undercover.
See, I couldn't even.
Yeah, Ice-T was a bad villain. Yeah, that Ice-T might have been the baddest one.
Might
He
have
was
been
hard.
the baddest one. It took old girl
Yeah,
out.
all right. Yeah, I go. Yeah, he killed his wife. Yeah.
He might be one of the baddest villains in the movies too. New Jack City.
Oh yeah, good one, Neat. Todd from All My Children. Todd was real bad.
About Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got Victor on here. I ain't really watch that show too much with Victor Newman, but Todd was a bad one. 'Cause Todd slept with the mama and the daughter. Nah, Todd was on One Life to Live.
I was gonna say.
On Scandal, President Fitzgerald on Scandal. Cyrus Bean.
Yeah, Cyrus was a man.
Cyrus and his husband. What?
Adam Chandler, there you go, Nick. Adam Chandler. Adam Chandler was probably the worst one on between Adam and Victor. Boy, they were the worst two on daytime TV.
Hey, Quentin just dropped one. He said Will's dad, which was played by Ben Vereen
Will's
on
dad.
The Fresh Prince. Hey,
Yeah, that was
Quentin,
horrible.
Dog, when I tell you probably if I see it now, every time I see that, I cried every time.
Hey, that was probably the best acting moment of Will of all time, man. That was probably one of the.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
but I'ma throw a villain that
James
y'all-
told him to bring it.
I'm gonna throw a villain that all of us forgot. Aunt Esther. Sanford and Son.
And I was thinking Samson, I couldn't remember who a good villain was on
Aunt
there.
Esther was a villainous friend. Hey, Quentin, that was a good one, bro. He's like the #1 villain of all time. All black boys can relate. Most, at least 80% of us, can relate to that.
That's a good top 5 there, man. That was fun. I already gave you the hint for next week.
MJ, give us something good to go out with, dog.
Just been chilling. I will say this, back on the violence tip, it's gotten past ridiculous in Atlanta now. I mean, and I'm not calling for gun control as far as law-abiding citizens being able to purchase guns, but there has to start being some type of penalty for people that leave guns in cars. It's a ridiculous amount of guns that are still being stolen out of cars in Atlanta. So if you have a firearm, get comfortable with carrying it concealed. You know, if you gotta get a fanny pack or get it inside the waist carrier, but take it into, if you're gonna bring it inside the city of Atlanta, make sure you keep it in your waistband, put it in your wife's purse or whatever, but do not leave it in your car. And Lord, do not reach under the seat before you get out of a car to park your car, because they know exactly what you're doing, putting the gun under the front seat or in raising up the console, so center console. Just don't do it. That's all I got.
Hey, man, great show tonight. Great topics, great comments. Enjoyed everybody's, man. We need everybody. Make sure you share this video. And finish, you said how many views we've had over the last 30 days? 16,000 views over the last 30 days, man. We salute. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Continue to share, like, subscribe. Oh man, hold on. My aunt just chimed in on. She said the ones on have and have nots. Oh yeah, Veronica, Candace, the Criers, Erica.
All of them. Well, nobody good on that show.
Yeah, good one. Good one, yeah. There were a bunch of villains on that show.
Quentin said somebody named some of them niggas off the heat of the night.
Yeah, Stewart was Adam's twin, that's right. Yeah, but appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep tuning in, like, share, subscribe. What you got, TZ?
Hey, man, tonight's show should get plenty of views. We're going to have to share this one because we're going to have to revisit it. I'm sure that we will. We're going to get some guests to come up here that kind of about...
LGBTQ to come up here.
LGBT.
No, I said LGBTQ.
Yeah, we're going to get some LGBT pluses to come up, and we're going to discuss some of this. So look forward to that. Not much, man. My Play God guys, I'm gonna announce it next week. I want to make sure that everything is locked in. I've been told it is, but we're gonna make sure it is locked in. But I can tell you this: it's gonna be at the O'Reilly Theater in Pittsburgh. And from what I'm hearing, I don't know much about Pittsburgh, but from what I'm hearing, it is huge for a black production to be at the O'Reilly Theater in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So,
if the Steelers got a game that weekend.
Working on that right there. Hey, Quentin, the next time you in town on a Tuesday night, bruh, reach out to me. You're welcome to come down. Quentin is he rocking with. Who is it that you rocking with, Quentin, in the cigar world? Bring us some sticks and everything, but I'll end off of this in regards to what I spoke about earlier with the moment with JT, which is what you'll see posted. Basically, is that in life we go through good times and bad times, and those bad times is called the storm. But what you have to recognize is that there's still blessings within the storm. When I say small blessings, and they're not really small, but you think about family, you think about life, think about friends, think about being able to breathe, food, still having power in your house. Those are small blessings when you're going through the storm. And that goes to show you that God hasn't given up on you right now. So keep going, keep pushing through it. And there will be light at the end of that. So make sure that you count your small blessings as you're going through these storms. PDR Cigars, that's who he rock with. So yeah, man, next time you're in town, let us know. You can come through. And that's gonna do it, man, for Classic Konversations.
Real quick, number one, I knew you were gonna respond to Kiki on that because when she said she don't watch the Heat of the Night, well, I knew number one gonna respond because she been watching the Heat of the Night for the last month or two straight. Hey, she locked in on Heat of the Night. She catch it on all episodes, so I knew she was gonna chime in on that one. Hey, man, real quick, too, man. Happy to announce we passed our health inspection today for the Avenue, finally, after all this time, man. So the Avenue's coming soon.
There it is. Got these TVs in here about to be put up. It's almost football season, people.
You know what it is.
It's almost football season. So, man, that's going to do it for Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
And that's a cop.
And we out. You dig?
With JT and Lo, you never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The Rick is gonna go. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rhetoric. Classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's classic conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations.
Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.